Let us start with item number 1. We are to name 3 radii from this given figure. Remember that radius is a segment from the center, to any point on the circle. So from this figure, we will have 1, 2, 3. So how are we going to write this? It will be segment AJ, segment AN, and segment AE. We use a symbol to denote segment. I would like to resume with number 3. Name 3 chords. Chords are segments that joins any 2 points on the circle. As long as the endpoints of the segment touches the points on the circle, it is considered to be a chord. So from this figure, we will have this chord. The endpoints are on the circle, this chord. The endpoints are on the circle and this chord. So how do we write it? We will have segment LE, segment. We will have segment JE. The endpoints are on the circle. And segment EN. You can also have it as segment EL or segment EJ or segment NE. It's the same as long as there are 2 points are here and the symbol on top is correct. Now for number 2, name a diameter. Diameter is a chord that passes through the center. So actually, diameter will be the longest chord that you can have on the circle because it passes through the center. So our our diameter here will be segment JE, or we can name it as segment EJ. Again, a diameter is a chord that passes through the center. Next is number 4. Name 2 semicircles. Semicircles, an arc measuring 1/2 of the circumference. Circumference will be the area around the circle. 2 semicircles will be half of the circumference. When we name an arc, this is for the the 2 semicircles, we can use 3 points, and the symbol for arc will be like this. So we will have, since this is our diameter, so this will be our 1/2 of the circle or the semicircle. We will have J and E, or we can name it as arc E and J. We need to write it in order as we have the points on the circle. So I have it J and E or E and J. N is still at the middle. So name 2 semicircles. The other semicircle will be this portion. So we will have semicircle or the arc JLE or arc ELJ. Again, we need to write it in order or the other way, as long as L here will be still at the middle. Number 5, name 5 minor arcs. Let's start here. Minor arcs will be arcs that are less than the semicircle. This is the semicircle. So we will have this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll start here. Arc JN. Just JN since we don't have a point here. Minor arc. Arc NE. There should be a middle point here, but since it's not available, it's not given, so let's consider arc LE or EL, arc LJ. Normally, there should be 3 points so that we can have it's either JN or JN. So we need to have a third point here on the middle. Since it's not given, let's just have it in another example. Then we have LN. LN. That's for number 5. Now let's have number 6. So we will have, for the major arcs, you can write the points to show the flow of the points, the sequence of the points, so that you can show that where are the arcs that you're pointing at. So I'll be having J, L, E, N. So I'm pointing at the arc L, J, L, E, N. Number 6 is for the major arcs. Major arcs should be greater than the semicircle. Next will be L, E, N, next will be L, E, N, J. Next will be E, A, J, L. Last one will be N, J, L, L, E. N, J, L, E. I use 4 points so that you can have the flow of the arc. Next is the central angles, number 7. Name 2 central angles on the figure. Central angles are angles whose vertex is at the center and formed by 2 radii. The legs of the angle will be the 2 radii. One radius here and one radius here. So for this figure, we will name it as, this is a symbol for the angle, angle J, A, N. I wrote A at the middle since it is our vertex. So we have J, A, N. So this will be our angle. Next will be angle N, A, and E. Remember, the vertex of the angle should be the second point when you name the angle. Number 8, 3 inscribed angles. Inscribed angles whose vertex now is also a point on the circle. And the legs here now are chords. In the central angle, the legs are radii. In the inscribed angle, the legs are chords. The vertex is also a point on the circle. So we will have angle, this is the symbol, angle L, I will have this angle here. Angle L, E, J. So this is my angle L, E, J. Next, since we are to name three inscribed angles, we will have angle J, E, N. Angle J, E, N. And the third one will be angle L, E, N, the bigger angle. Angle L, E, N. Number 9, a secant. A secant is a line intersects at a circle at exactly 2 points. This time, it is not a segment, but a line with arrowheads. So in this figure, we have two lines here touching the circle, but we are looking for the secant where a line passes through the circle at 2 points. So number 9, we will have this symbol on top of the points to denote line. So we will have line EN, or we can write it the other way, NE, as long as the 2 points are there. Number 10, a tangent. A tangent is a line that touches the circle at exactly just 1 point. So this will be our line here. Again, we will use a symbol to denote a line. Line SL. Next. Number 11, center. The center is, you can write the word point A or this symbol for the center. Point A or just A to denote A. Number 12, point of tangency. It means at what point does the tangent line touches the circle. So the point of tangency, we will have this point. Since this is our tangent line that touches the circle exactly 1 point, so we write it as L. Number 12, point of tangency is L. You can have the word point L.